Hi, my name is Katie, and I'm an analytics engineer at Seeq. In this video, we will look at some different ways to create conditions with capsule properties in Seeq and use properties to filter conditions. The first tool we will look at is a tool called Condition with Properties. In the Tools pane, we will navigate to identify Condition with Properties. The Condition with Properties tool allows us to take one or more step signals and use them to create a condition, assigning the value as a capsule property. On the trend, you can see we have a batch ID signal that is step interpolated. We can use this signal in the Condition with Properties tool to create a condition with a new capsule every time the signal value changes, setting the batch ID value as a capsule property. When we execute this, we now have a condition with a capsule for each batch. This condition also has the property batch ID. To view it, we'll go to the Capsules pane in the bottom right and use the black grid button to select the custom property batch ID. We can also add it as a label to the trend by navigating to the Labels button and selecting the batch ID under Custom Property. We can also use the Condition with Properties tool with more than one signal. To demonstrate that, we're going to add the operation signal to the trend. We will again use the Condition with Properties tool, adding the batch ID signal, then the operation signal. We could add more step signals and properties if desired. Now, when we execute this, you will see we have a capsule for every time the batch changes and every time the operation changes, with both values saved as a capsule property. We can add the operation label to the capsules to show this more clearly. Now we can see both the batch ID and the operation for each capsule. Another way to create these same conditions is through the Formula tool using the toCondition function. We will open Formula and search the Formula documentation for toCondition. This brings up the function and will tell us everything we need to know about the function and the different variations on how to use it. To create the first condition, we will copy over the first example and match the variable, $bi for the batch ID signal. In the parentheses, we will specify the name of the property. Let's choose batch ID like we used in the Condition with Properties tool. When we execute the function, you will see we have now created the same condition through the Formula tool. Now let's look at setting new properties on a condition using other signals. We will bring in the volume signal and use this to set the maximum volume as a property on the batch ID capsules. In the Formula tool, we will search for the function setProperty. You can see the first example describes a situation where the average rainfall is stored as a property on the batch's condition. This is similar to our use case, so we will again copy over the first example and edit it. Now we will fill in the correct variables. We would like to set the volume property on the batch's condition, so we use $B as the condition here. Then we will name the new property. We'll call it max volume, and then fill in the variable for the signal we want to aggregate, which is $V for the volume signal. Next, we need to find the correct statistic. So to find different options we have, we can scroll down in the Formula documentation, where there's a link to all the available signal value statistics. The one we are looking for is max value, so we will replace average with max value in the formula. When we try to execute this formula, it gives an error. The error is telling us that the condition must have a maximum duration prior to using the setProperty function. The error message suggests applying the function removeLongerThan to the condition to satisfy this requirement. removeLongerThan will remove any capsules from the condition that are longer than the value we indicate. Here, we will use 2 days because we know that all batches of interest are shorter than 2 days long. There are several Seeq functions that require conditions to have a maximum duration, so this is something you may see as you use more functions in Seeq. Now, we will execute the formula and visualize the new property. We can sort and filter on capsule properties. Here we'll sort ascending or descending, and we could apply a filter to find capsules where the max volume is greater than or equal to 3,200. Now, these are the only capsules showing up in the trend. Filtering a condition in the capsules pane is temporary. If we wanted to create a new condition with only capsules that have a max volume greater than or equal to 3200, we could use the formula tool and a function called keep. We will navigate again to the formula tool and search keep in the formula documentation. With the keep function, we can filter out capsules based on their property value. In this case, we want to keep any capsules with max volumes greater than or equal to 3200 and remove all the capsules that do not have this criteria. I will copy the first example over to the formula pane and change the variables and arguments, using the correct variable name for the condition and specifying the capsule property max volume, then the correct value comparison. In this case, we will use is greater than or equal to 3200. Now we will execute the formula, which gives us a new condition containing only capsules with max volumes greater than or equal to 3200. That covers some of the basics of creating capsule properties. To learn more about capsule properties, check out the links in the description.